Now, one thing you may have noticed when it comes to the coverage of all of the protests over the last 2 or 3 years is that the protests and the protesters will nearly always be called anti-immigrant. Anti-immigrant protests and the people concerned are anti-immigrant as well. That's how it will be framed. And yet, if you actually speak to these people, okay, most Irish people, but also most nationalists, they're not actually against immigration per se. They're against what's happening over the last few years, particularly this relentless, non-stop conveyor belt of mass uncontrolled immigration, which nobody was ever asked if they wanted. That's what they're against, all right? And yet they will still be dishonestly framed as being anti-immigrant by the mainstream. So if you're speaking to people around you, people you know, or colleagues, family, friends, whatever, point out that disconnect, that discrepancy, that dishonesty coming from the mainstream, that, you know, we're ordinary decent people who care what happens to Ireland, not anti-immigrant, but anti-relentless mass immigration.